at number 2, with Snake tied for 3rd between 3 other teams, means that both teams need the points, but it's Xiaogu that can take all the marbles here for the last day of week number 9.
Yeah, kind of a sticky situation for Snake to find themselves in. They really need to find some points, especially because, again, LGD only played 1 game this weekend, and they are tied for that 3rd place spot. Incredibly important to make sure that you're in the top 4 for your playoff standings.
Yep. And there's a big fight for top 4 right now. Even the playoff spots probably going to get closer as well. But Flandre on the top side, that was adorable. Synchronized warding from other sides of the map.
Flandre's a traitor, though. He's using the SKT ward. Get him out of here.
Flandre always uses this skin as well. I'm so disappointed every time I see Vanilla now.
What's wrong with Vanilla now?
It's just not as adorable as the other 2 skins.
No, it's still super cute.
I don't know.
Look at his little tail.
Well, Zizio and Flandre are going to start together, at least, here on the first buff. But the looks of the current positioning around the minimap are going to have standard lanes here in this particular game.
So again, no lane swap coming through for Snake this time, which again, they lane swap a ton. They have a Vayne, and they choose not to lane swap it.
I feel like everybody wants to 2v2 on Vayne here, but Snake going to stand down in the bottom here. See what Ella and Martin can do with their curious 2v2 lane. But he's probably the big player for me here early on in this game. Back on the Victor. Champion, he's shown a lot of prowess on versus Doinb's Ezreal, who really just needs to farm as much as possible. Yeah,
Doinb just wants to sit back on the shortest lane in the game and just pray that Victor doesn't catch him.
Yep, pretty much. Early levels especially, pretty vulnerable, but Flandre and ZZ are. That's Snake's top and jungler. Going to start this blue buff up. Flandre gave a bit of help with the Grom's going to give a nice healthy leash onto the blue as well. In fact, Shen's also jungling, so...
And naturally, the reason why you'll always see a top laner, or most consistently the top laners at least either double jungling or picking up camps, is just to make sure that they're getting the lane matchups that they want.
Yep, which makes a lot of sense. I like that Doinb smited the Raptor there as well. Cute stuff there to help V, who almost died to the Raptors. Shen, again, not a particularly good jungler, but V does manage to finish the camp, teleport to top lane, get himself there, but Flandre didn't have to use his, so a slight summoner advantage there in the first few minutes of this game is you continuing the battle against the Ezreal. Doinb, though, he's pretty much expecting to sit in this exact spot all lane long.
We'll be curious when he decides to itemize into his Sheen or upgrade into the Trailblazer. Now, you have a lot of different options as far as getting that Runeglaive. If you want to try to put some kill pressure on, you can grab the Sheen early, or you can grab the Trailblazer and attempt just to sit back and farm a bit more.
Hope that the AoE clears out the lanes as TCT aggressively posturing for a stun here. Does get one onto both there.
Both.
But no follow-up from TNT. Nice little play there from Annie.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he didn't follow up and maximize the most of that trade, but, you know, more power to him.
Message being sent and received in the bottom lane. But Martin, again, kind of much like Ezreal for Xiaogu in the mid lane, just going to try and survive this matchup for as long as possible. Things are not particularly pretty here on the bottom side, although we do have ZZR coming to the bottom side as Swift, almost about to die to the Krugs.
I believe.
Should just be safe. Oh, reset. Struggle straight. Real struggles here. Nice throw from Swift. Does get it.
That was the most intensive fight we've seen all game.
It was. It was a fierce duel between the big Krug and Swift. Swift, though, barely eking that one out. As we do again have standard lanes here. Flandre on the top side. About 6 yes ahead of V, so has a small lead there with his Doran's Blade. I have to think Shen's going to be A-okay.
Did make the initial back, whereas Flandre just was able to walk up into the top lane, whereas Shen got to use his teleport, picked up the extra ward. Hasn't gotten a chance to place it, though, because he's pretty firmly underneath this tower.
Getting Flandre. TNT now shoving Martin and Ella into their turret. Going to force Vayne to last hit under the tower. Shouldn't be too much trouble here, especially with Ella having that shield to help out.
This a dragon call? No.
Maybe. Nope. Abort. False alarm there for Oscar, as Swift just going to wander into the red side jungle here of Snake. Put down a ward. Doesn't have one. Nope. There he does. I lied. Does put it down there over the Raptors. Might think about a gank in the bottom lane. Oh, TCT. I like this.
Really good communication from Swift in TCT.
Oh, TCT wakes up, does look around. There's going to be trouble here. TCT moves in, getting at the flash. Ella, no! Doesn't get stunned in the convergence. They'll be fine.
Wow, TCT not pulling the trigger. Obviously was looking for the parallel convergence to chain CC there, but I think he was just on the line.
And we've seen Annie Echo be really effective in teamfights, but I agree. That was one situation in a gank there where TCT, man, just use your flash. I've seen you used to play for LMQ. I know what you're like. Doesn't do it that time. Really respecting Martin and Ella's 2v2, apparently.
It was crazy, too, because Ella had already used the stand behind me. So he didn't have the W available. I mean, naturally he would have his Flash available, but you could have still at least traded the Summoner for Summoner, although I would say that Flash on Annie is much more useful than Flash on Braum.
It's fair. Maybe Xiaogu just doing a bit of a risk assessment. Deciding that it wasn't worth the all-in commit there to the gank. Once he's going to get nice and low in his own jungle, taking the Krugs away from Xiaogu. Apparently, the red side Krugs are very deadly. They've almost killed 2 junglers, man. They got almost 2 bodies on them. Those are some aggressive jungle mobs.
Kill bounty on the Krugs. Sure to take him out.
Flandre level 6 now. We'll have his ultimate in Mega Now 4, but again, keeping that CS lead nice, chugging a couple pots. Gonna hold V here for as long as possible, but bit of a wet noodle fight there in the top lane. Still impressed to see Flandre have a go of the 1v1 lane and come out of it. We rarely get to see him
He
lane
never.
1v1. Exactly.
And it's awkward too, because you would think that, yes, teams will lane swap on Flandre just because they don't want to 1v1 him, but more often than not, it'll be his own team that initiates a lane swap. And again, where are you going?
That was a lot of damage. Megan gonna give him extra health. He'll hop away. Does spot Swift taking out his ward, so gets out from that. But Doinb trying to affect the map early here. Does actually go for the Sheen, not the Trailblazer. So a bit more of the aggressive choice there on the early itemization.
We'll see if that means that Swift is going to make appearance into this mid lane, possibly look for a kill on Victor. Again, you have fantastic dive potential with Echo as soon as he has his ultimate available.
ZZR looking for a dive himself. They can line up a nice gank here when he hits level 6 especially. Not quite there yet for the Gragas, but not too far away. ZZR though, going to wander back towards his jungle, realize the Raptor camp's gone because Swift has taken it away. Let's see what he can get on here, but sort of caught between camp respawns as TCT clears out a ward near the Grump.
Wow, placing the pink ward down, so really making it a point to deny as much vision as possible as opposed to placing that pink ward, onto the blue buff.
No, this is my Grump. I want it. I want it now. TCT. Valiantly defending his team's jungle camps with the pink ward. Siva farming up nice. They actually already had the early back. BF sold there for Siva. Vampire accepts up the vein. The lane will continue as normal. Doinb going to get all in.
Yeah. I don't know what Doinb was thinking right there, stepping forward. He was like, hey, mate, you just missed your ultimate on me.
And then gets ulted by you, forced to use his flash. You hold on to both his summoner spells, as we'll have blue buffs donated for both sides here.
Just, frankly, a misposition from Doinb.
There we go. Well, goes back now. Let's see if he can assess that. Oh, Flandre looking for V. Doesn't find him. There he is. Megan not there. Boulder toss hits a minion. Flandre pops back in the minion. But he was trying. Wanted to try and keep V down. She got a Hex Drinker here for the early lane.
Yeah, but who really sent the message there? Flandre or V? I feel like V definitely sent the message. Yeah.
Flandre going to do some damage here to the tower. Actually has decent damage onto the top lane turret. Not massive though. Just going to annoy V under the turret. This is part of the reason why Minion is just such an annoying little champion in top lane.
How aggressive, how far forward he'll push just to abuse you with his range.
Yep, that's Flandre. Going to force V back there, but teleports back up for both top laners. Means that V can rejoin the lane quickly if he needs. Got a blue buff battle in the mid lane. It's going to force Doinb to use his ultimate again. This is the problem when you don't have the Rune Glaive. Things do get tricky when it comes to wave clear.
Is very close to having that item up and online, however, with the Sheen as well as the Trailblazer complete in his inventory, so just needs to get some breathing space in this lane so he can make that back and pick up the Rune Glaive.
Breathing space important in the bottom lane as well. Martin keeping up in CS, trying to hold on to as many creeps as he can in the bottom lane. And a bomb is sent there back to V, who did teleport into the top lane. Flandre goes Mega, ZZR down the bottom, goes in, gets the body slam in. Massive thunder to TCT, and Addy seems so dead at this point in the game, but TCT gonna make him work for it. Martin, they're gonna hunt him down and get first blood.
Beautiful gank from Swift right there. A nice cast to knock TCT back, and unfortunately, I mean, TCT had his ultimate, so just, again, a mechanical misstep. The fact that he died in that gank there without burning either of his summoner spells is a bit of a red flag.
Dragon started as Swift. Gonna get caught there by you. Victor in the area in a 4v5. Means that Xiaogu cannot contest with this Dragon Snake once again. Get themselves the early lead in game number 2.
Oh, snap. I confused ZZR for Swift. My fault, ZZR. Here we go. Swift looking for the steal, however.
Yeah, gonna go in for it again. Doinb with the ulti. Swift dives in. Gragas gets it. Casts a corner break out. Stuns a massive chain CC. And Yu gets himself a kill.
The power of Victor in early game. Just the massive AoE CC lock. That said, Xiaogu, they only sacrificed one member looking for the only available play for them, which was the steal. So, yeah, they lose the Dragon, they lose Echo, but risk versus reward was there.
Yeah, I mean, fine play there from Xiaogu, but really smart stuff from Snake to CC him up long enough to have him not use any of his summoner spells or his ultimate. So Swift will die. That's the second kill there to Snake. And a gold lead, sorry, about 1,500 gold plus the Dragon's going to give Snake a nice little advantage here at 10.5 minutes.
A lot more control over the early game, but this is what we expect from Snake. We talked about it last game, how their level 1s, or excuse me, the early levels always just look so crisp and clean from them. Fortunately, it never translates as well into that mid game, so we'll see if this time goes a little bit better for them, or if the power spike of Runeglaive Ezreal will take over.
Yeah, I think Doinb is the one waiting for a few more items here. Going to start to farm things out. Remember, Runeglaive doesn't
work on Ludens.
I feel like it doesn't give you, like, yeah, not anymore, that's true. I feel like, I guess my question to you, Froskurin, is when is Doinb expecting to be relevant in this game? Because right now he's just sitting in mid lane, farming up a storm.
As soon as he has Runeglaive.
Well, he has Runeglaive right now with a cooldown boost, so...
It's really going to be a 2-item power spike. If you think about AP Kog'Maw and AP Ezreal kind of doing the same thing. I mean, AP Kog'Maw, once he gets his Luden's Echo, that's really when he takes off. It's just about applying flat AP to just disgusting poke and burst damage. And that's when AP Ezreal will take off.
So no more Ludens, of course, with the changes,
yeah.
So probably expecting something like Rabbit on set.
Yep, decap.
Sounds like a really bad coffee to order at a hipster barista joint.
That's not what you call it?
Decap? No.
Oh, hello.
Well, today you learnt. TCT, though, tagged by Winter's Bite. Martin goes in. Tibbers, though, down as well. Annie has to try to chunk through some of the damage as Siver's going to pop her ulti. Heal used aggressively, though. Going to kite onto TNT. Gets stunned up by Brawn passive. Not enough damage from that Condemn, but oh! As ZZR going to take out TNT.
The slide. Hold on, he's looking for the dive.
Oh, good stun, though, from TCT. Tagged, though, by Ella. Martin wants it. He'll get it. Takes the kill as Vayne.
Beautiful dive from Ella. Oh, here comes the...
Nope.
Oh.
Get away. Dodging the ult there from Doinb.
Beautiful dive from Snake, and looking just a lot more cohesive and together as a team, specifically with their jungler ZZR, looking much more comfortable on Gragas than he did Echo, and I made the mistake, you know, calling him Swift earlier just because I'm so used to seeing Swift on Gragas, but looking good.
And again, it's been another fairly quiet early game here for Swift. We're used to seeing this aggressive jungler, really strong ganks, very smart pathing early on. And Swift, he's fine when he farms up. He's certainly got a good Sejuani when that champion was very popular. His Echo is great as well, but I feel like the impact is not there in either game, to be honest, well, even on the Gragas.
We talked about champs, so like that's one of the issues with the Runeglaive Ezreal is that you're effectively sacrificing at least one lane where you have gank or kill pressure into it, so it telegraphs where you're going to go.
V?
Speaking of going.
Cancelled on the top side, Chaos Storm chasing them under the turret. Flandre going to push the wave in. V's like, I can't do anything about this. V going to take him, sorry, you're going to take him out.
I saw it in Flandre's eyes as he hopped forward, he's like, kill?
Me?
Assist?
No, no.
Give?
Stands for Victor. 2-0 now. 5 kills up for Snake in this game. Really off to a nice little start here in this one. But 4,500 gold up, if my terrible maths is correct.
Mine?
That seems to be this. Easier. Pops into the mid lane just to ward off Doinb. Collect the farm as it streams into the mid lane turret.
Now all I can envision is the seagulls.
Oh, from Finding Nemo?
Yep.
Have you watched that since you've been in Sydney?
No.
I feel like that would be an improved experience.
Oh my goodness. You're right.
There you go.
Oh.
Pro tip. Come to Sydney, watch Finding Nemo.
Here's a
ulti. Teleport as well. They want this red buff. Swift's like, hello? Nope. Thunder's like, thanks, I'll take it. Yep. Takes it away there. Level 11 actually for the Nara as well. Snake starting to pick up the pace a bit, I feel like.
Yeah, making much more proactive plays and committing on them, but here's...
Side. And he killed there as DNC gets condemned. Martin going to chase him. Stun there for the Brawn passive. Martin with a double. Can he make it 3v? Trying to run away. Silver Bolts will not proc Doinb.
Here comes Doinb.
Yeah, he's the problem. Ella now as well needs to find a way to dodge out of it. Q lands for both.
Oh.
V gets a nice double taunt. Martin going to get locked up. Ella's still alive. Might be able to get the kill off to V. Ella's away. V will die. Doinb going to get the counter kill. Barely gets it. And Doinb claims the double, but Martin got so many kills.
Oh, here comes Snake, though.
Yep.
Excuse me,
now you're going to come in. Oh, the tower tagged him. He's dead. Doesn't give the assist to you, but will give a 4th kill to Martin.
Wow. Okay, so, I mean, the lesser of two evils. Not going to agree with that one entirely. I don't think he meant to step into the tower aggro, but at that point he was like, you know, I might as well deny the assist. Doesn't give the blue buff or the kill over to Victor, instead puts it back in the hands of Martin, which Martin was 6-3 last game, had all of Snake's kills and wasn't able to carry. This time around, Yu is on more of a carry-oriented champion as opposed to the Lulu, So we'll see if this goes better for them. But 6-1-2 right now on this Vayne. Back in the driver's seat. Can he make it connect?
I mean, TNT just got Infinity Edge, but that's it. It's a raw Infinity Edge. No boots, no Avarice Blade, no attack speed here just yet. So behind at Martin, who we've already seen, especially with the Blade of the Ruin King, we expect Vayne to have an edge over Sivir at this point in the lane. 6-1-2 with a pretty substantial gold lead of about 2,500. Once again, the game is all Martins.
The reason why TNT decided to itemize the Infinity Edge as opposed to the BF sort of the pickaxe that we see normally is because the Dragon is spawning in 7 seconds. And you need the battle stats of the crit the raw Infinity Edge is going to give you versus picking up the boots and the flat AD of the pickaxe and BF sword.
And it's been a remarkably difficult lane for Xiaogu here in the 2v2.
It's like people keep telling me that Vayne's really bad at laning, and she's not.
Well, got the edge of a Sivir Annie, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, because TNT never got control of the wave, which is actually really weird. You would think that the auto attack range from Annie as well as the ricochet W from Sivir would be able to just keep Martin pushed in, but fantastic gank pressure and dive control from Ella and ZZR really tipped the scales here in this lane.
I think I'm getting more and more impressed by Ella's Braum.
Ella's a really good player.
Yeah, definitely. Can agree there. But nice to see a lot of new support players, sorry, a lot of LPL support players pick up the new support in Braum. Good games on in Mako as well from EDG. And having great performances on the champ, but Dragon not going to be attempted just yet here. Snake realized that they've got plenty of a lead here in this game. Don't need to throw it all away by getting too aggressive under the Dragon, but Flandre is forcing V to push back into the tower in the top lane. Swift's going to try and steal the Scuttle Crab.
There are 2 Scuttle Crabs right
goodbye,
now.
Doinb. Scuttle Crab dies. Not Doinb got it. Doinb's dead.
Doinb's
Swift
dead.
got the crab, but you just all in Doinb again, and Ezreal just can't do anything. Like, at all.
Doesn't have, I mean, again, Ezreal has pretty poor matchups, although Swift thinking about going in and completely changes his mind as Ella punches him with the Q.
Can't defend that turret. And now Snake will go into the Dragon. Martin going to start it early. QG2 a vision here with the Scuttle Crab, but Martin does not care. Going to take this away from himself. Everyone else will join back in. Zizzy will get there just in time to smite it away. 2 Dragons to 0 now. 10-2 up in kills and 3 are up in towers. Snake obscenely far ahead in this early game. 6,500 gold at 18 minutes.
And this is what I don't understand. Why don't Snake give Flandre the 1v1? I just feel like the games go so much more smooth for them. Look at Flandre's CS compared to V's. 182 to 130. There's no reason. I see your look, Pastry.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
Like,
why don't they give him... And it's Snake. They always initiate the lane swap. I'm like, you've got a hard carry, flame-esque top laner, and you keep putting him in the jungle to double farm. Just let him do his thing.
This is full flame mode. I like that comparison you made in game 1 there, because he has gone completely flame on V's butt here in the top lane. So far ahead.
So, I'm glad to see them finally look for a 2v2 and give, you know, Flandre the resources that he needs.
Hello, made on blue buff. Everyone else rethinks their position. Ella, little too low there as the blue does go over to someone. Oh! From TCT. Power Converter's going to lock them down again. Martin trying to snipe TCT. Doinb though gets CZR. Jukin down back there. Swift's looking in. Pops the heal there.
Here comes Flandre.
Extra movement out. Flandre mini now though with almost no rage. Forcing the Chrono Break out of Swift. He will die there to you. And Flandre will not be stopped. Going in. Double kill there. Coming in for Victor. Now Flandre going to flash over. Almost mega to triple there for you as Flandre uses his ulti. And they'll just die. I think you can smell a Penta. TNT going to be the next kill. No, Flandre gets it with a completely ace under the tower as Martin gets the last kill.
And Flandre, no fear. We talk about the CS discrepancy. Ran in there. 1v4 as mini Gnar.
With a bunch of gold to spend, I'm sure. Very curious to see how much gold Flandre has got banked up there. But it's probably, almost 3,000 in the bank. It just went in.
Okay, so here's the replay here. They do manage to get the blue buff with a nice snipe from Doinb. Good flank from TCT to lock at the back line. But here we go. It's just about Snake kiting back, using the mobility of not only Vayne, but the heal. And then here comes the cavalry. Flandre, no fear. He's got no rage. It's not like he's going to Mega Gnar ult into them.
Well, another fight here as Swift is caught out his own jungle, stunned up by Braum, and you zaps him with a laser and claims the kill.
Black Cleaver.
Doinb, run away. Don't do it. Don't do it. Flandre going in. He's got Black Cleaver. He's actually not that tanky. Ella jumps in to block the shots with Unbreakable. But Flandre is playing with absolutely 0 mundos at this game. He does not care at all.
He was going in.
He was. He's making it now. He's like, guys, can we fight? They might actually.
25% HP, I'm ready.
TCT, Chaos Storm almost takes out his health bar. Flandre going to dive back in, looking for the ulti on Meganar. You, though, ridiculous damage on this Victor. Gets a kill as Martin going to flank Doinb. Barely lives with the Arcane Shift after that Condemn. Ella going to tag Shen and Snake all over QG in this game.
They were positioning for the Baron. Don't think they're going to pull the trigger on it this time around, simply because Flandre, the Meganar, has now been popped. Likewise, still relatively low health. Does have the Black Cleaver, though. And
just going to continue bullying V. You talked about that Flame-esque carry style in the top lane. Flandre will always be able to challenge the Shen, and Shen, whose split pushing is normally relied upon as part of his top lane. Not going to be in effect for a long time here in this game.
Completely agree. Does have his Sunfire up and running, but definitely needs more resistances, particularly that MR, simply because Snake, I always want to say Snake, but is 8-0-2 right now.
Yeah.
So Flandre doing a great job, but this Victor is massive.
And I called him Doinb earlier because of how well he played Victor in game 1.
I know, because they're so similar that you see Victor and you're like, Doinb.
He is a stunt. Oh, see you later. Oh, Shen all used. Martin's like, I regret everything. DZR coming in. Nice cast, though. Doesn't quite find the kill, but he gets his carry to safety. Beautiful
disengage from ZZR. Martin definitely saw the regret there.
What?
Oh,
Big
flash?
Teleporting in, they're going in deep. TCT's been tagged by Brahms, Glacial Fissure, and Martin going to claim himself a kill. Now TNT, the next target, Parallel Convergence will slow them down. No, not Martin, cannot be stopped. Goes in for TNT, gets him in about 5 shots. And Swift going to go under his tower to safety, but he has a big right to be scared in this game. Snake is so far ahead.
The rise of Sivir left us open to a lot of Vayne picks, and there was always a question, why is Vayne considered kind of a soft counter to Sivir? And you saw it right there. It's her ability to chase Sivir down with the use of her passive in her final hour.
Flandre's diving, looks for the scoop.
She's one of the few AD carries that can keep up with Sivir, likewise because her damage is auto-based versus caster-based like Corki and Graves, means that Sivir's spell shield means less.
Outplay time? No, can't outplay this.
Oh!
Flashes
He's got the laser. He's got the laser.
See ya. Doinb tried. It's so hard for Ezreal to do that much in the 1v1 when you're behind. Because Victor just does so much more damage than you do.
Have to hit your skill shots.
It's true. Victor just kind of has to walk up and order you.
Yeah.
You doing a nice job there in that 1v1. But again, it's all this goldie that Snake have built up. Their early game in their standard laning has been so good this game. They're 20 kills up to 4 on Xiaogu, knocking down turrets. QG still don't have one. Neither do they have a dragon. And all that results in 12,000 gold ahead at 23 minutes.
You can never standard lane against Snake just because their early game is so consistent from a standard lane and from a 2v2. But again, just giving Flandre that head start into where he becomes this massive monster. You have to lane swap against
and
Snake.
Look, we talk about Snake doing a lot of the lane swapping themselves, you know. Snake are still good in that position, and they're just not as good. The fact they made game 1 relatively close, and then this game is not even close at all at this stage of the game. QG do still have time, but they're going to need to do a lot of uphill battling in this particular game. So, like, that tells me a lot about Snake's growth as a team and how much better they're getting. Because in standard lanes, they've always been good. But if they can get better at other things, like the lane swaps, like the fast pushes, that sort of macro level play as well, the team can only benefit from that.
And Snake was probably made one of the best roster changes that I think I've ever seen an LPL team make. You know, the fact that Yu and Baka fit such similar roles, but Yu is just a straight upgrade in terms of his competitive picks available to him. The fact that Baka, had a very limited champion pool, but you still have that control mage style. So Snake, one of the few teams that really, I think, identified exactly what they were weak at, and then target focused to change it.
And even their current changes, playing more of their sub-jungler and AD carry. Snake seem to be just a lot more together in general with the changes they've made, and that's, again, testament to the organization making smart changes as Swift is trying to force some off these turrets. But Martin, who's got a Phantom Dancer, a Blade of the Ruined King, and his QSS, not to mention the fact that Snake have advantages in the top lane and in whatever lane you decides to join. Xiaogu are basically losing on 3 different fronts, and Snake are only continuing to punish them.
And we saw why, Xiaogu, when they had the blue side, that they decided to prioritize pick Victor. Victor has always been strong, but particularly between Doinb and Yu as players, they are disgusting Victor players.
They're showing it here in this game. 9-0-2 in this one here for Yu's Victor. Probably a pretty similar scoreline for Doinb. Very impressive play on that champion in game 1 here as well. And Flanders hasn't really built a tank item still. Just hanging out with his Black Cleaver and his Hex Drinker. With a bit of MR there for his lane. As they take away the red buff, give it over to Martin. And just continue to get further and further ahead.
This is a little bit harder though. They now need to break the inhibitor line of Xiaogu, which means that they'll probably be looking at diving a tower. Still very dangerous to do, especially against an Annie and a Shin.
Seagrag is bopping to the back of the pit there. That's their other option, of course, is take Baron. Well, they are doing it. Definitely doing it.
They need to take Baron to help them break that inhibitor line without threat of a dive, just because, again, it's a Vayne, has pretty piss-poor siege.
Doinb looks for it, doesn't get it. Flandre, good stun there, actually, onto V there. Flandre looking for the massive ulti onto all of them.
Oh,
Gets
wow.
a huge nah. And you cleans house in that fight. Swift and V running away. Martin will chase them down. Vayne will get the triple. Flandre going to line it up, try and give his teammate a quadra. Gets the slow with the boulder top. Martin dives in, and the last kill does go to Vayne.
And that is going to be the quadra kill, but really on the back of you. Just massive AoE damage. The laser, the Chaos Storm destroyed Xiaogu. They don't need the Baron. They're going to clean up the base and surely the game.
Yep, forced a nice 50-50 there for Xiaogu, but unfortunately it was a false choice. No good options there for Xiaogu. They do get their base broken. They'll lose Baron fairly quickly as well. They'll respawn. They actually have enough time. It's only 26.5 minutes in. The death time is still quite short. But game is far out of reach for Xiaogu at this point. They have to do...
We're close to a 20k gold discrepancy. It's 16k right now if I can do math. 13.
I can't do math. Don't ask me. Bloodthirster there for Martin. Is this the right choice this time?
Yes. Vayne is fine. He's 13-1-5.
Oh yeah, Martin does not care at all.
It's also a really nice defensive option against the burst damage from the Annie Timbers because you're getting the shield right there. See the BT itemization a lot when LeBlanc was very popular.
Yep. Not bad against Victor either. Is maybe part of the argument for Martin's last game.
Can you have a perfect game? Will he get caught?
He's going to kill someone. He's going to try. Good stun there from Annie. Keeps TNT alive. He would have died to that Lit-Bane power transfer auto attack. But instead, Snake just continued getting control. Ella blocks another Ezreal ulti. Just the carries on Snake are so fed. Flutter is a Trinity Force, my goodness.
Of course, he built Trinity Force on everyone.
This is a snowball choice. This is a style choice from Flandre.
That is a Flandre choice. Here we go.
Well,
round 2.
Baron again.
Here
You're
comes
going to play
Swift.
Gatekeeper. Swift's like, yep, don't really want this at all. DCT's like, I don't really fancy it either, boss.
Get in there.
Going to zone him out. Swift takes about 40% of his health.
I believe Swift.
Converted's get some. Yu's going to go in. Just wants the kill. Tibbers is down. Baron getting low. They actually have to be careful. Doinb can't steal it. He tried, but he gets knocked up by Brom. Swift will get the kill onto Yu, but Ella going to tag him. Ulti there from ZZR. Almost enough to finish it off. But Echo is dead. Flandre's ported his way in, and a Trinity forced his way to a triple kill.
Yu throws his perfect game just to make sure that Swift can't get the miracle Baron save. That is a true team player.
Screw the team. Get the kills. And Snake gonna look to end the game here. Ella gonna dive in onto the minions. Baron will give them just enough room here to squeeze out the game. Martin pops his ulti for a bit of extra AD. Flandre ultis the turret because they know this game is over. Xiaogu will lose game 2 in dramatic fashion to Snake.